Well, welcome to Innsbruck for an unusual and different flight from Innsbruck to Zurich. One of the unique and unusual features of this flight is to be flown in a Jetstream J41 using a specially authorised RMP RNAV departure on runway 26. It's to be hand flown for the first 3 waypoints for obvious reasons due to the high mountains. Once overhead Innsbruck, we can engage the RNAV feature of the Jetstream and follow the waypoints to Whiskey India 2 and Rattenberg. So after obtaining special authorization, take off runway 26, fly runway heading to Whiskey India 005, climbing to 3,000 feet, turn right to intercept Whiskey India 006 at 5,450 feet, continue on to Whiskey India 007, 6750 feet, initiate a left turn to Whiskey India 008, and then a left turn back to Whiskey India 006, climbing all the time, back to Whiskey India 005. Once over Innsbruck, engage RNAV, continue on to Whiskey India 3, Whiskey India 2, and then Rattenberg NDB. Continue the climb to the assigned altitude, turning northwest to Kilo Papa Tango, onto Bodan, T.I.R, and landing at Zurich. The special features to be demonstrated in this video: a multi-crew experienced first officer female co-pilot named Lorna, an enhanced M.C.E script which includes the operation of all 3 major anti-icing systems from one command. This I've scripted and can be downloaded from the ABSIM library. Extra new features in the script include GPU, cargo doors and anti-skid. These new flows are included in the download from ABSIM. Boarding please.
Set.
Yep, listening, Captain. Okay, we'll send the juice in a minute. Chocks are in place, aircraft secured. You may remove the parking brake. The ground GPU is getting connected. Connecting the electrical ground power.
Power already connected.
Just a moment.
Power source select. Emergency ground power unit connect.
Cancel alert warning.
Presto.
Cancel master caution.
Master caution button pressed.
Please request boarding.
To welcome you at York City Airport. I'm T.I.R, your ramp airline. T.I.R, your airline ramp coordinator. If you need any of the ground services, let me know. I'll get it done promptly. Coordination from ramp, do you hear me?
What can I help you with?
Okay, Kapitän. I will ask them to start boarding.
Pre-flight and receive checklist.
Pre-flight and receive checklist. Aircraft logbook.
Check.
Circuit breakers.
Check.
Landing gear.
Check.
Flaps.
Leave at current position.
Parking chocks.
On.
Is this item really as you state?
Horizontal.
Should be on. In battery ground power.
On.
Battery 1 engaged.
As required.
Nav lights now set. Trims.
Center.
Gear pins.
Stowed.
Pre-flight receive checklist complete.
Pre-flight please.
Okay. Pre-flight.
Service Captain.
Close the doors as instructed, Commander.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, close the doors please. You can arm
Power
the slides when we
source
start
select.
pushing back.
Emergency
Okay,
ground
thanks.
ground power unit connected. Battery 1 selected on. Battery 2 enabled. Avionics activated. Avionics number 2 on as per command. Beacon lights switched
Recast
on.
system
No
test,
smoking
okay.
signs. On as per command.
I'll be back.
Master
Okay,
caution
pre-flight
button.
briefing. This is flight 231 and this will be an IFR flight. I will be the pilot flying this leg and you will handle all of first officer flying duties. We'll adhere to company standard operating procedures for the flight. If we disagree on any procedure during the flight, we agree here that we will use the most conservative of our two opinions and we'll look up the correct procedure once we're on the ground. I am listed on the paperwork as pilot in command of the flight, but we are equally responsible for the safe operation of this aircraft. So if you see me doing something such as changing altitudes or headings when you do not know why I'm doing this, you should assume I'm wrong and question me immediately. You should never assume that I have more experience or better understanding of the aircraft or of navigation than you do. If you move any switches outside of a normal floor checklist, call the action out loud and explain why it is being done. This way we are both always aware of the current state of the aircraft and of all its systems. Is that understood?
No worries, at your service.
So let's get started and unfeather these propellers. A nice thing in the sim, you can visually observe the propellers coming out of feather. Happens fairly quickly. In real life the pumps take considerably longer to do this. If you don't do this in the sim, you could well have an engine fire. There we are. Full engine start please.
Okay, start, up, flow.
At your service, Captain. Skipper.
Go ahead.
Captain, doors are closed and armed and the cabin is ready for taxi.
Thank you.
Avionics switched off. Avionics number 2 off. Turned off. Fuel, all fuel pumps selected on. Start master, select left, ground. Starter engaged, engine 1. Start valve open, engine 1.
Rotation.
N2 fuel flow, engine 1.
Mission.
Starter cutout, engine 1. Fuel right, engine standby, fuel pump select on. Start master, select right, ground. Starting engine number 2. Start valve open, engine 2.
Rotation.
N2 master caution.
About to disconnect. Give you a hand signal as soon as possible. See you, Captain.
Start complete. Starter cutout, engine 2.
Cancel master caution.
Master caution button pressed.
After start please.
After engine start. Avionics on as per command. Avionics number 2 on. Selected on. Emergency lights armed. Window heat on. Left, right, all air data heaters select on. Fuel, all fuel pumps turned off. Generator 1, 2 available now. Power source select. Generator ground power unit disconnected. Anti-skid enabled.
Captain, doors are closed
Start
and armed
complete.
and the cabin is ready for taxi.
Thank you.
After start checklist.
After start checklist. Emergency lights.
Armed.
Spoilers.
Armed.
Spoilers armed. Now set APR.
Test then as required.
Ice protection.
Test.
Test stall system.
Test.
Test Yes, after. Start. Checklist complete.
Thank you.
No worries, at your service.
Perform all ground tests.
Okay, ground tests. Fire detection. Smoke detectors. Testing. Checking stall. Warning. ADC. Checking
Minimums.
GPWS.
Glide slope. Bank angle. Bank angle. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Don't sink. Don't sink. Sink rate.
Flaps. Fault detection. Testing engine data. Standby power. Gear warning. Ready for the flight controls check. Control
Yes,
wheel,
Captain.
right,
Okay, close the
aileron,
doors, please.
up,
You can arm the
left,
slides when we
aileron,
start pushing
down,
back.
control
Okay,
stick,
thanks.
left, aileron, up, right, aileron, down, control wheel, centered, elevator, up, elevator, down, elevator, pitch, centered, rudder, full deflection, right, ground tests done, rudder, full deflection, left, rudder, centered, flight controls checked successfully, Captain.
Thank you.
The bearings.
Set 120.10, come on.
Come 120.1. Got that. Yeah, radio 1 now on. Ground.
Ground British 231 for ATC clearance to Zurich.
British 231 ground clear to Lima Sierra Zulu Hotel. You published departure procedures then as filed. Climb flight level 120 squawk 3252. Departure frequency 119.27. No time advisory. The pilot must assume responsibility for obstruction clearance when departing from this airport. Remain not less than 1,000 feet above or aside from terrain at all times. Remember to advise the controller when you can proceed on course.
Roger, clear to Zurich as filed. Climb and maintain 12,000, squawk 3252. First frequency is 119.27. British 231.
British 231, read back correct.
Set
3
120
taxi
decimal 1,
runway 0, AQNH
Come
1019.
120 decimal 1. It's ready for you, Captain.
Ground British 231, request taxi to the end.
British 231 ground, follow the Monarch 757 taxi holding point runway 08 QNH 1019er.
Taxi 108, British 231. Ground British 231 for special RMPR nav departure procedure practice training, request runway 26.
British 231 ground, taxi holding point runway 26.
Roger, thank you. Taxi and hold runway 26, British 231. Set V1 111.
Sure, confirm. V1111.
Yep.
Cheers.
Set V2 111.
confirm V211.
Yep.
Cheers. Selected.
Set V2115.
Got it. Confirm V211.
Yeah.
Many thanks. Done.
Set VR111.
Affirmative. Confirm VR111.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Taxi checklist.
Taxi checklist. Start, lock,
No. Remove.
flaps,
9 set and indicator.
trims,
Green.
cap,
Understood. And unmuted. Understood and unmuted.
instruments,
Checked.
speed boats, heading boat, altitude,
Set.
alternate setting,
Set.
take off data,
Verified and set.
take off briefing,
Complete.
flight crew advised,
Advised.
taxi checklist complete.
Thank you.
No worries, at your service.
Departure checklist.
Departure checklist. Flight controls.
Checked.
TOCWS.
Test, no warnings. Test, no warnings.
Transponder.
Set.
The line.
ATC taxi clearance obtained.
Ignition anti-ice.
As required.
Flow.
Flows 3 or off.
Condition levers.
Taxi. Master caution. Amber ice warning.
Departure checklist complete.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cancel master caution.
Master caution button press.
That's an amber ice warning. Now it's raining. Clear on the left.
Clear on the right.
Start locks, please.
Roger.
So release each start lock individually after the chocks and ground power are removed. The ground personnel are clear of the aircraft. Remove the start locks by slowly and smoothly bringing the power lever back into reverse. Note a momentary torque rise or pressure drop, then slowly move the power levers out of reverse. Full or sustained reverse pitch is to be avoided.
Start locks removed.
Do not move the power levers quickly, you'll damage the engine and the props.
Check propeller.
Check, back to idle thrust. These allied signal turboprops work fuel flow and propeller pitch. It's complex engineering, but quite exquisite. Clear on the left.
Clear on the right.
Release parking brake.
Okay, parking brake released.
Approaching 26.
Anti-ice systems
Approaching
on.
26.
Roger, anti-ice. Wing, anti-ice, auto. Left, engine, propeller, de-ice. 2, engine, anti-ice. 1, 2.
Ground Charlie
as per
3626, ready for clearance.
Right, engine, propeller,
Delta,
de-ice.
Alpha,
2,
Echo,
all
Airport.
anti-ice.
Charlie
On
3626, ground
Thank you.
cleared 2 Delta,
You're
Alpha,
welcome.
Alpha, Echo, airport, as filed, climb, flight level 120, squawk 5417, departure frequency 119er decimal 27, no TAM advisory. pilot must assume responsibility for obstruction clearance when departing from this airport. Remain not less than 1,000 feet above or aside from terrain at all times. Remember to advise the controller when you can proceed on course.
Clear 2 Delta Alpha Echo Airport as filed. Squawk 5417 departure 11
Icing
Lorna
takeoff
decimal
brief
27
flows off
Telemumeral
APR armed maximum scheduled takeoff using APR armed icing data. At acceleration height 400 feet, accelerate to minimum speed of V2 plus 10 before retracting flaps, then continue acceleration through 145 knots. Fourth segment of climb made minimum of 145 until 1600 feet of ground level. At 1600 feet, normal climb speed may be used.
26 request taxi.
Charlie 3626 ground taxi holding point runway 26 QNH 1020.
Runway 26 QNH 1020 Charlie 3626.
British 231 monitor tower 120.1.
Roger, monitor tower, British 23. Over the tower.
Yep, transfer, come 1.
3-1 tower, runway 26, line up and wait.
Roger, line up and wait, British 231. Release parking brake.
Yep, parking brake, released.
Runway entry procedure.
Sorry, Captain, didn't copy. Say again. Runway entry procedure.
Yep.
Cap. Cheers. State. Runway.
Runway 26.
Landing. Lights. Switched on. Spoilers armed. Navigation. Lights on.
Go ahead.
Hi, Captain. Cabin is ready for takeoff.
Okay.
Clear for runway entry.
Clear on the left.
Clear on the right.
On runway 081,000 feet remaining.
There's lots of superb train tracks around Innsbruck on both sides of the runway. It's a pity we haven't got time for any train spotting. They look particularly spectacular at night. Really nice to look at.
On runway 08200 feet remaining. On runway 26.
British 231, winds calm, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
Roger, clear for takeoff, British 231. Condition levers flight.
Condition levers flight.
Power set.
Take off power.
Takeoff power set.
Seventy
70 knots.
V1 rotate.
V1 rotate.
V2
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
Affirmative. Gear coming up.
Gear up.
V2 plus 10. Flaps up.
Flaps going up.
Flaps up.
Flaps. I do confirm, Captain. Flaps. I do confirm, Captain.
Thank you.
That's very kind from you.
Roger, British 231. First waypoint passed. Departure, British 231 with you. Over to departure.
OK, come 1119.275, radio 1 going to departure.
Departure, British 231 with you.
British 231. I say again, contact departure 119 decimal 27.
So icing conditions exist when the total air temperature in flight is 10 degrees C or colder and visible moisture in any form is present, e.g. cloud, fog or mist with visibility 1 mile or less, rain, snow, sleet or ice crystal.
British 231, departure, radar contact, climb, flight level 120, and just let me know when you can proceed on course.
Roger, up to 12,000, British 231. Set altitude 12,000.
Setting altitude 12,000. Got that.
Also, when we've got visible signs of ice accretion on the aircraft, and we've got the ice detect amber caption which is on, as you can see. So it's quite gusty here in the mountains to the west of Innsbruck.
British 231, departure, radar contact, climb, flight level 120, and just let me know when you can proceed on course.
Roger, up to 12,000, British 231. Choppy.
Yes, Captain.
Attention, port passager.
Synchronize heading.
Heading in sync now.
Waypoint past Whisker India 6. Still hand flying aircraft. We'll revert to our nav once we're over Innsbruck. So we've just passed waypoint 6. Heading now waypoint 7. What's our altitude?
10,600 feet.
Well, that's well above our authorised profile, but we're following ATC instructions to climb. Look at that ice. Some ice build up on those wings.
British 231, climb, flight level 150.
Roger, up to 15,000, British 231. Anti-ice systems on.
Roger, anti-ice. Wing, anti-ice, auto. Left, engine, propeller, de-ice. 2, engine, anti-ice. 1, 2, on as per command. Right, engine, propeller, de-ice. 2, all, anti-ice, on cap.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
British 231, contact, lead control 124.4.
Set altitude 15,000.
Setting altitude.
Well, the de-ice got rid of the leading surfaces.
Wing.
Very nice. Hold the centre.
Come 1, 2, 4, decimal 4. It's ready for you, car.
I've just tried the LNAV, but too turbulent to engage at the moment. Leave it on.
British 231, I say again, contact, lead control 124.4.
Roger. Over to centre. British 231.
British 231, be in control, roger. Climb flight level 180. Just let me know when you can proceed on course.
Roger, up to flight level 180, British 231.
Transition altitude.
Set flight level 180.
Yep, selected. Flight level 180.
Passing 10,000.
Set 10,000. Roger. Landing. Lights turned off. Strobe lights switched on. Reverting to standard altimeter setting. Can you please cross-check navigation? Lights on as per command. Cross-checked. OK.
Anti-ice systems on.
Roger. Anti-ice. Wing. Anti-ice. Auto. Left. Engine. Propeller. De-ice. 2. Engine. Anti-ice. 1. 2. Switched on. Right. Engine. Propeller. De-ice. 2. All. Anti-ice. On cap.
8. Contact. Be in control.
You're welcome.
132.4.
Be in control. 132.4. Bravo 58.
Set vertical speed. Vertical speed select.
Vertical speed. Select. Selected on.
Set vertical speed 1000.
Yep. Selected.
Bravo
vertical speed
5,
plus
8.
1000. Done.
Unit control. 132.25.
Bravo 58. Unit control. 132.25.
Look cancel 3830. Contact. Be in control 134.55. Good day.
Be in control 134.55. Lufthansa 3830.
Be in control. Bravo 58 at flight level 200.
Bravo 58. Be in control. Roger. British 231 traffic 10 to 11 o'clock 15 miles northeast bound. Bravo Fokker jet at flight level 160.
British 231 doesn't have the traffic.
British 231 traffic 10 o'clock 10 miles northeast bound. Lufthansa 737 at flight level 170.
Roger, British 231. Altitude mode.
Sure. Altitude mode switched on.
Select vertical speed plus 200.
Okay. Could you please confirm, sir? Vertical speed
200.
Cheers. Selected. Vertical speed plus 200.
British 231 climb flight level 220.
Roger, up to flight level 220. British 231. Set altitude flight level 220.
Setting flight level 220.
So commencing our turn now northwest to Kilo Papa Tango. Set vertical speed plus 500.
Got it. Okay. Could you please confirm, sir? Vertical speed
500.
Cheers. Selected. Vertical speed plus 500 set.
We're on the flight plan, climbing to our assigned altitude 22,000. RNAV is engaged. There is no VNAV in the Jetstream, as you're aware. Control vertical speed by speed hold and vertical speed setting. Throttle settings at max power with anti-ice on. Control exhaust gas temperature with the condition levels. Choose suitable fuel economy. Nice cloud dancing. What's our speed?
235 knots.
What's our altitude?
18,500 feet.
What's the weather?
Yep, let me grab the latest Met report. Wind 300 at 45 knots. Visibility 96500 meters. Cloud base is. We need to look closer at the runway visual range figure. Dew point is degrees Celsius. QNH is 1018 millibars.
Thank you.
No worries, at your service.
Set 109.6 nav 1.
Yeah, nav 109.6. Can't do better. Can you, Commander?
Nope, can't do better than that. Tap my hand and touch the face of God.
British 231. Contact Munich Control 120.65.
Roger, over to Munich Centre, British 231. Over to Centre.
Come 120.65. Radio 1 going to Centre.
Centre British 231 is with you, climbing flight level 220.
British 231 Munich Control, roger, squawk 5162.
Roger, squawk 5162, British 231. Squawk 5162.
Okay.
Centre British 231 is back on course.
Forget
British
it.
231, roger, thank you.
Altitude hold.
Roger, altitude, hold, switched on.
In the cruise.
Okay, Captain. Seatbelt warning lights switched off. Setting altimeter reference back to standard. Please, cross check.
Yes, hello?
Yeah, hello.
Cross check.
Just to let you know, we're in the cruise now.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Speed +2.
Sure, Cap, did you ask for something, sir?
Set vertical speed +2.
Yep, plus.
Squawk 5162.
Got it. Transponder code 5116.
Correction 5162. Squawk 5162.
Got it. Transponder code 5162.
Roger, squawking 5162, British 231. Altitude hold.
Altitude mode available now.
So during the daylight hours we're allowed to use runway 16 to overfly German airspace. So that's what we'll do. We'll anticipate runway 16 and set some radios up. Set 110.5 F2.
Roger, VOR2 is set to 110.5.
Set nav 2 track 160.
Yep, setting nav 2 course 160.
Set nav 1 track
Done.
160.
Selecting track 160.
British 231
1, when ready, descend flight level 130.
Roger, descend to flight level 130. British 231. Set altitude, flight level 130.
Setting flight level 130.
Select vertical speed, minus 2000.
Selecting vertical speed,
minus 2000.
British 231, unable. I need you to stay on course for now for crossing traffic. You'll be clear shortly after you pass your next checkpoint. If you still need to do so, make your request to deviate at that time, progressing at your next checkpoint.
Roger, British 231. Set vertical speed, minus 3000.
Got it. Selected vertical speed, minus 3000. Selected.
Can't do that in this strata cruiser, can you? Cancel master caution.
Master caution button, please.
Anti-ice systems on.
Roger, anti-ice. Wing, anti-ice, auto, left, engine, propeller, de-ice, 2, engine, anti-ice, 1, 2, on.
Set vertical speed, minus 1000.
Control, roger.
Right, engine, propeller, de-ice, 2, no, selected, vertical speed, minus 1, all 1000, anti-ice, 1000 to go, on path, done.
Just come out of a slight overspeed there, settle down quite nicely. There's some red visible on the weather display there. You can assume we will be entering some snow shortly. We did try for a weather deviation earlier, but he wasn't having any, I remember. Altitude hold.
Altitude, mode, switched on.
It's not bad, plus 60. Descent profile.
Roger, descent. Anti-skid selected. Fasten seatbelt signs on. No smoking signs on. Landing lights selected on. Ready for approach. Checkers.
Yes, Captain. What can I do for you?
Yeah, hello. Just to let you know, we'll begin our descent shortly.
Okay, thanks.
Feet to NH 1021.
Approach checklist.
Approach. Checkers. Altimeters.
My side checked.
My side checked. Flight crew advised.
Advised.
Pressurization.
Set.
Spoilers.
Armed.
Fuel balance and cross feed.
In limits and shot.
APR.
Armed.
Ice AOA.
As required.
Landing speed data.
Set.
Arrival.
Complete.
Approach.
Complete.
Approach. Checklist complete.
Thank you.
Forget it.
Anti-ice systems on.
Roger, anti-ice. Wing, anti-ice. Auto. Left. Engine, propeller, de-ice. 2. Engine, anti-ice. 1, 2. On as per command. Right. Engine, propeller, de-ice. 2. All anti-ice. On path.
183, Switzerland control. 132.25.
5 73, contact Frankfurt.
Okay,
Control
CAN 127 decimal 75, radio 1, set 2, approach.
Approach, British 231 is with you. Flight level 120.
British 231, say again, contact approach on 127 decimal 75.
British 231, approach, expect vectors to the runway 34.
Roger, expect vectors, British 231. Approach, British 231. Any chance, runway 16. So during daylight hours we overfly German airspace and generally use runway 16.
British 231, approach, expect vectors to the runway 16.
Roger, expect vectors, British 231. Approach, British 231, would like ILS approach, runway 16.
Okay.
British 231, maintain 5,500 feet until the initial cleared the full ILS runway 16, approach QNH 1020.
Roger, maintain 5,500 until established, British 231. Another amber ice one, cancel master caution.
Air Canada
Master caution
897, contact Switzerland Control
Anti-ice systems on.
120
Roger,
decimal 65.
anti-ice.
Switzerland Control 120 decimal
Wind,
65. Air
anti-ice.
Canada 897.
Left, engine, propeller, de-ice. 2, engine, anti-ice. 1, 2, on as per command. Right, engine, propeller, de-ice. 2, all, anti-ice, on cap.
Thank you.
You're welcome. $1,000 to go.
Heading low.
Heading, hold, engaged.
Set 110.50 nav 1.
Roger, nav 110.5, already set, boss.
Set nav 1 track 160.
Roger, setting, track 160.
Two, 3, 1, QNH 1022.
Set QNH 1022.
Okay, Captain. Oops, she said what? Track.
Negative. Set QNH
Change your mind.
1022.
I'm fine with it.
Set altimeter 1022.
Sure, selected.
British
Altimeter
231,
1022
QNH
millibars.
1022.
Please, cross-check.
Cross-check.
Cross-checked, okay.
Approach checklist.
Approach, checklist. Altimeters.
My side check.
My side checked. Flight crew advised.
Advised.
Pressurization.
Set.
Spoilers.
Armed.
Fuel balance and
In limits
thrust
and
feed. APR.
Armed.
Ice. AOA.
As required.
Landing speed data.
Set.
Arrival.
Complete.
Approach.
Complete.
Approach. Checklist complete.
Thank you.
That's very kind from you.
Set heading 300.
Roger. Selected. Heading 300.
What's the weather?
Okay, let me grab the latest Met report. Wind 350 at 16 knots. Visibility 4820 meters. Looks like it's raining. Cloud base is. We need to look closer at the runway visual range figure. Dew point is degrees Celsius. QNH is 1022 millibars.
Thank you.
No worries, at your service.
Vertical speed select.
Vertical speed. Select. Selected on.
Set altitude 2,500.
Selected. Altitude 2,500.
Switzerland Control 1.
Correction. Set
Selected.
altitude 4,000.
5. Air Berlin 665.
Set altitude 4,000.
Yeah. Selected. Altitude 4,000. Got that.
Set vertical speed minus 500.
Okay. Ooh, she said what? Vertical speed.
Minus 500.
Many thanks. Selected. Vertical speed minus 500. Done.
Approach Swiss 573 is with you at 6,600 feet with Mike.
Swiss 573.
Approach, expect vectors to the runway 16.
Runway 16.
Anti-ice
Swiss
systems on.
573.
Roger. Anti-ice. Wing. Anti-ice. Auto. Left. Engine. Propeller. De-ice. 2. Engine. Anti-ice. 1, 2. Switched on. Right. Engine. Propeller. De-ice. 2. All. Anti-ice. On cap.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just appreciate how much icing the Swiss weather in winter has thrown at us during this flight.
British 231, traffic 1 to 2 o'clock, 2 miles, southbound, Swiss Airbus at 4,000 feet.
Roger, British 231. Set heading 160.
Okay, selected. Heading 160.
Set heading 140.
Roger, setting. Heading 140.
Approach.
Approach. Hold. Active now.
Flaps 9.
Yep. Speed. Check. Flaps 9. Selected.
Hotel 11013. Contact Switzerland Control 120.65. We'll see you later.
Gear down.
Control
Yeah. Gear. Speed. Check.
65. Hotel
Coming down.
11013.
Gear down.
Approach Edelweiss 2871
Landing checklist.
is with you at
Landing checklist.
600 feet with Mike.
Edelweiss
Landing gear.
2871.
Localizer
Approach,
arrived. Glide
expect
slope
vectors to the
aligned. Glide
runway
slope
16.
capture.
Runway 16
Down for
Edelweiss
a
2871.
Set and indicating.
Condition
British
levers.
231. Contact
Sorry,
tower
Captain, didn't copy.
118.1.
Flight.
E1. Contact tower 118.1.
Roger, over to T.I.R, British 231. T.I.R, British 231 is with you. Established ILS 16. Flaps 15.
Flaps 15. Select.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 25.
Flaps 25. Selected. Need more
Flaps
time.
25.
No worries, boss. Flow.
T.I.R, British 231 is with you.
British 231.
Over to tower.
Say again. Contact tower
Change it,
118.1.
Over to Tower.
Come 1. 1. 1.
T.I.R, British 231 with you.
1,000 feet above ground.
British 231. I say again. Contact tower 118.1.
You're yet to reply,
Roger,
Cap.
British 231. It could be due to all the ice, but we're having some problems returning communications with the tower. Just check the frequency.
Runway 16 wind calm.
Approaching
British 231.
16.
Runway 16 clear to land.
Roger, clear to land, British 231.
500.
500 feet.
Landing continue.
Landing. Roger. Need more time. No worries, boss. Flow.
Go ahead.
Hi, Captain. Cabin is ready for landing.
Okay.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
Yet to reply.
Don't sink.
Captain. Flow.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Sink rate.
Flight crew advised. Minimum.
Sink rate.
Please check status for that
Landing
item again.
continue.
Landing.
Sink rate.
Roger.
Don't sink. Don't
Go ahead.
40.
Hi, Captain.
30.
Cabin is ready for landing.
Okay.
20. 10.
Need more time. No worries, boss. Flight.
Condition levers taxi.
Condition levers taxi.
British 231, turn off at the next high speed and hold. Contact ground 121.9er when runway is clear.
Roger, turn off the next high speed and hold. British 23, clean up please.
Okay, Cap. Engine anti-ice 1, 2 turned off. Landing lights selected off. Taxi lights selected on. Spoilers disarmed. Strobe lights turned off. Wing anti-ice selected off. Left engine propeller de-ice off. Right engine propeller
Ladies and
de-ice
gentlemen,
off.
this
Clean
is the
up
conclusion
done.
of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely. This will be your indication that it is safe to move around the cabin, gather your belongings and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and we hope to see you once again on a future flight. Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us aboard the flight today from Innsbruck to Zurich in the Jetstream J41. First officer today was multi-crew experience M.C.E. Lorna, and radar contact version 4 was providing ATC. The real world weather over Switzerland provided by Rex. Hope it's been instructive and informative and quite revealing of just how much icing is encountered during a typical flight in winter over Switzerland. Delivery of the Jetstream is from bygone times, good old days when captains flew with the call sign British. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Engine shut down.
Sure, okay. What exactly did you say, sir? Engine shut down?
Yep.
Cheers. Engine shut down. 1. Two.
Decaf system test okay.
Cabin crew open doors.
Okay, we just opened the door for boarding, Captain.
Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. 3-minute cooling down.
Complete.
Parking brake.
On.
Right side.
Off.
Flow.
Off.
Emergency lights.
Off.
Avionics. Musters. Generators.
Off.
Now set. Seat belt sign. Fasten seat belt signs. Selected off. Now set. Beacons.
Off.
Yep. Beacon lights switched off. Now set. AFIS close out.
Transmit.
Shutdown checklist complete.
Thank you.
You're welcome.